Hello, I'm Roger EUC, and you are watching this video because you purchased a Roger charger. That is this guy here, and this is what comes in the box. So there is the main unit itself, two knobs, and the dongle cable. It's just a weird word, dongle. But the order of operations when you take this thing out of the box is the first thing I would do is this little retaining nut is intentionally shipped not in place, so it fits in the box. So what you do is you take this little rubbery thing and you try to get it underneath the little plastic fingers, and once it's under the little plastic fingers, this one's actually cut because this is a unit I'd been messing with, but then you take the nut, you screw it on in place. Usually will go much easier than that. But anyway, okay, so, and then the orange knob. There are two potentiometers on the back. The orange knob goes on the larger one, which is closer to here. The gray one is a little trick knob. So you actually take the, the back cap off of it, and then inside you'll see a screw. So it slides over that thing, tighten the screw down, and then you pop this thing on after it's been tensioned in place. So I know personally I usually don't use the knobs because I feel like it's less likely to break inside my backpack, which is I bring this thing with me on rides. Now, the other thing people will oftentimes have issues with is this cable. So obviously the XT60 end plugs in here, but I get people all the time saying there's only the 6-pin connector. They don't realize that you can unscrew this and you have your connector for the master. Let's see, then these are the 100-volt connectors, and then the last ones are the S22 and V13 and whatever other wheels to come at 126 volts. But also things like the new Commander Pros that are showing up, they're showing up with this connector, but it's a 134-volt wheel. So you could just use these connectors, set your charger to 134.4 volts, and you're good. So, and now let's show you how the voltage actually gets set. So when you plug in this charger, okay, so I plugged it in, and it seems like nothing happens for a very long time. Then all of a sudden capacitors are charged and all, it'll kick in. So the adjustments are on the back, which I realize is a bit annoying because you can't see the front all that well. But the way you adjust it is first take this knob, the current knob, put it anywhere except for at an extreme end. And then this knob, you'll be able to look at the front and adjust your voltage to whatever you desire. So you're going to adjust to a 100-volt wheel. You put it to, I don't know, 101 is good. And then after it is adjusted to the voltage you're looking for, then you take that current knob, turn it all the way counterclockwise, and you will see the voltage start dropping on the front. And that's when you're safe to plug into the wheel. So then you plug it into the wheel, then you slowly take that knob and you creep it up. Voltage on top, current on the bottom. You'll see that current number start to climb. And you just find the proper point for the wheel. So, and as far as all of that goes, I've, let's see, I'm using buttons. Wow, that's slow. Okay. Hey! Okay, so I'm going to unplug this. So the current you set it to will depend on the wheel, and it'll depend on the current version of the main board and or the firmware that's in the wheel. I know most of us don't have problems with Masters at 9.5 amps. I've heard of Master Pros having issues at 12 amps and some not. V13s seem to be fine at 14 amps. Sherman's generally 12.5 amps, but whatever current you go with, most of the time, if you screw up, like you put it too high on a Master Pro, Sherman, you're not hurting the wheel. It'll just stop charging. You got to unplug it and plug it in again. And if you think it's going faster on your wheel than it is on most other people's, don't be surprised if you walk away and come back and it stopped charging when it got around 128 volts on a 134 volt system. A lot of them will charge pretty fast up to that point, and then it'll require around 9.5 amps or less. So anyway, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments or hit me directly on the Telegram group, which I'm also going to link down there in the description of the video. So anyway, thanks a lot for buying the charger. Everything on this video is pertinent also for the Alien Rides Roger charger, hypercharger, whatever they call it, except for the cable. That's my own design. All right, thank you much. Bye-bye.